powder. Every time you burn food on the inside, what you do, you wash it, try to remove whatever you can, but don't spend too much time scratching it. Because what you need to do is just, while it's a bit wet, put the powder. Let it settle overnight. That powder will soften the burn. Or what you can do, as I said, put water, boil it. You can remove some of the burn too. It will lift up automatically. But depends how hard or how burned the food is. I've seen, you wouldn't imagine the cookware when it arrived to my house. My husband very excited to use it. I told him, wait and read the manual and everything because he's the one cooking. I'm not. Look how clean it is. You see? That is new cookware. She just bought recently. Sometimes you know. Yeah, you burn rice. Everyone burn because we are adjusting. Because we are using high heat, So anyway, I'll let my husband do so we'll just spray. It's a foam. So shake it, then just spray. 5 minutes, it will melt. And then you finish it off with a powder cleaner. So it's shiny again. That's how you do the cleaning.
So can you use the powder cleaner on the outside?
Yeah, same. So it's just the quickest way, the oven cleaner. Some people, they don't want to use it, but you have to spend so much time cleaning the oil residue. Depending how long you let it. That's why I said, every week I use a powder just to maintain. Every year I really spend time. I soak it in my bathtub, everything. I have a complete set. I mean, even the big one. So just to save my time, I soak it all in the bathtub and then give it a good time. I leave my one day just cleaning the cookware once a year.
So do you put powder in your bathtub?
No. Just so it's easy. Dishwashing liquid and then wash it there, and then when I wash it again, and then make it shiny. Me and my husband. Even this one in the long run, especially if you're cutting potato, there will be starch settled here. That's like the brownish thing. What you boil water in a 7 quart, the one that, this one. Fill that with water, put this in, put baking soda, and then finish it off with a powder cleaner, and it's shiny again. So everything is dishwasher safe as well. So that's how you make it shiny and clean, okay? If you have any questions, just ask. But here we can visit you. One of the common thing that people doesn't know, this is the old, depending when you bought your set. Those who bought from, I think, 2017 and beyond, this is what you have. This is the old version, okay? The old version is, you can separate the knob and the donut, 2 pieces, yeah? This is the new version, which is this one. It comes in 1 piece. Not the gold one, it's a limited edition, only in March. This is a product available in March only. But what I'm saying, the new model for Saladmaster, when you buy, it's silver. But it comes in 1 piece. Yeah? That's the difference. Those who bought from the past don't feel bad because the Saladmaster product the price doesn't go down. It always goes up. So when they change to this, it comes with a price. So I think since 2014, they increased the price 3 times already. Never go down. It always goes up, especially the metal and all these tariff dues in America, their taxes, import duties, so many things. Anyway, the benefit of this, just so you know the difference, because even if you have this one, if you host a party, you get a new cookware, you're getting this one. You have to know the difference. So what I would recommend when it comes to cleaning, you have to remove this. Number 1, when you put it in the dishwasher or in the oven. Yes, no?
Would that not fit this?
No. It's a good
doesn't. So
No.
what if you want to upgrade?
You have to buy
If you
the
want
lid.
to try it?
I think it's around $100 if you want to buy a new lid. The cookware, they did not change, nothing. Nothing's changed with the cookware.
Yeah.
But the handles and the lid, this knob, are the new ones. These are the old ones. This is the new one, sexier. They put it's more of beauty. They make it more look good.
Yes.
So there's a metal there, before there's none. The Saladmaster is different, but it's the same. Alright, so this is how it looked like after 5 minutes. And then maybe you just do it in front of you just so you can see. I remember my cookware one time, because it's so dirty, I just, did it outside. I forgot about it. And then it rained. Guess what happened? When I came out, oh my God, it's so shiny. Because I left it like overnight. So you see, this one is a 6-year-old cookware. It's been here for a long time. That's why, as you can see, it's a layer by layer. So this one, I think I will have to do it again or make it longer. And that's just how you clean the outside. That's just how you remove the oil settle there on the outside. And then you finish it off with a powder cleaner. Okay? So I'll go back to you, my love. By the way, that's my husband, Tino, the manager of the customer service department. Okay, let's go back to the knob. Number 1, remove it when you put it in the oven. This is oven set. So any cookware can put it in the oven. Not the electrical, the ordinary cookware can put it in the oven. You have to remove the plastic. Why? Because it can only accommodate up to, if I'm not mistaken, 180 degrees Celsius temperature. And in the oven it's too hot, in the dishwasher it's too hot. It will damage the shine, it will break. So those are the things that can happen. When you put a cookware in the oven or in the dishwasher, make sure you remove the knob. Number 2, once a week, if you have the chance and you want to clean properly, because it settles all the dirt and all the bacteria in there. I've seen a cookware, they did not remove it for like 6 years. So you can imagine. Because what happens, if you don't remove it, it will be tighter and tighter, like this, without you knowing it. It will just happen automatically. It will just get tighter and tighter until such time that this will break. You can buy this. This is just cheap, $5. You can buy this one. But you can avoid the buying if you will just use it properly. That's why they change it to this.
So
That's
you
why-
have to do that as well?
No, you don't. This will not break unless you drop it. This is lifetime warranty, but you remove it just so you can clean this part. Because I've seen something that is lots of oil, residue there, and still they don't remove it. So just a few tips, remove it once in a while, not all the time, just maintain. When you have a BMW, this is like Ferrari in your kitchen. When you have an expensive car, you maintain that very well, right? The same with the cookware. You have to do those kind of things in order for you to maintain a very expensive investment. Now, on the inside of the lid, as you can see, there's no screw, that's what I really like. But this part here, it's quite sharp. So when you clean, you have to, avoid touching that. I always have like a brush like this around, which I used to, because I've seen some houses too that they don't clean this one. So this is the best way to clean it. I would use a powder cleaner. I would put a little bit of powder and then just let it settle there until it's softened, then I'll brush it, then it's shiny again. But avoid using your hand, otherwise it might hurt you. The old version of that's one of the things that I want you to know about cleaning. I don't know what you have, but people who bought from the past, this is the old version of the insert. This is not the new one. I think most of you got the new one. But just in case you have this one, this is what we call a mesh wire. And you use it for like a steamer or a mister. What you have now is a different material. I don't know if you have, just to compare. But I just want to show, this is the new one. So when the normal steaming that you do, we call it misting, put water. This is the old version. This is the new version. Why they change? Because it's easy to clean. The other one, they said, this is a company, they have a research and development department, which keeps on updating and, what can we offer best to the public. So you will really just turn it off. Now, if you happen to have this one, what's the best way to clean? Put water, put baking soda, put it to medium heat, and just 10 minutes to 20 minutes, it will just remove all the dirt in there. So that's one way of, if you want to put powder as well, then while you're boiling it or heating it up, it will just make it shiny again, this mesh. But the reason why they change it, this one is easier to clean. There's some advantages and disadvantages. Some people who like deep frying, they said it's better.
I actually like this one better.
Yeah? Some people they like it, some people they like this one. Different people, every one of us are different. This one is easier because of the cleaning part, but it's up to you. But this is, you don't have a choice because we don't have this now, only this one. Okay, but that's how you clean this mesh, just in case you have it. This one, powder cleaner, you can easily make it shiny. Okay, I just have to. Any questions about the cleaning part? So when you burn the food, my advice, hello Azim, good to see you again, please have a seat. When you burn the food, don't spend too much time cleaning it. Boil water, put baking soda first. If you cannot remove it because it's so hard to burn, try to put powder cleaner while it's a bit wet. Leave it overnight. And then tomorrow try, it's a bit softer. Do it again, depend how burned it is. No? So, and if you cannot remove it or you're very tired already of cleaning, call me. My calling card is on the front. I will visit you. I'll go to your place free of charge. I will help you clean your cookware because I am confident I can clean it. Okay? When it comes to that's the cookware, those are some of the.
You're confident because you call your husband.
Yeah, because I know he can clean it. Some of the things as well are the edges, this one. No? I've seen some people, this is the part that is very hard for them to remove. Well, there's so many ways. You can use a brush, like a toothbrush, old toothbrush. Some people use a toothpick. And you put a powder, you have a cloth, just to get through the edges. But yeah, the oven cleaner as well is so easy. You just put the oven cleaner and then it will just melt. Easy. Now, yeah.
Well, I'm not really burn food, but when heating up, starting heating up to start cooking, to visit the food court.
Yeah.
And then during around here, and bit yellowish color and black dots, and put the powder. I only use powder and water a little bit. I never tried with dishwasher. So with dishwasher makes paste, dishwashing liquid and make paste.
It's the pressure. You have to put a little bit of pressure. Because it depends how burn. If it's too hard, too much burn, you have to put a bit of pressure. But you can remove it fast. You live close to me. I can go to your place. Maybe my husband can go to your place, just in case.
What's your cookware? You have
I have a
Did
cookware
you make your
never.
cookware? No.
Can I please see how dirty it is? It's still new. No? You just want it.
have brought, I didn't know
Yeah,
that I had to
know
brought.
either.
I didn't know.
And I bought something this morning. It was so caked.
I had one
I have to
dish
say
that's
something. Do you boil and clean it?
but I
Do you put
didn't
the
know
water
it.
and then you just leave it?
I thought I would learn here and then
I know.
clean it.
I've seen it somewhere. You see those? This is my this is just my suspicion. This is minerals from the water. I've seen some people. They
White
use,
stuff down the bottom.
yeah.
Yes.
I've seen, there's only one house I visited. And this is how she do the boiled egg. Put a little bit of water, like what 2 tablespoons is okay. And then she will not wash it. And tomorrow again, because there's still water, just put the egg and then use it again. What I noticed, because I've seen some residue, I think this is minerals from the water itself. Because what you need to do is wash the cookware before you use it again. But the thing is, they let the water settle there for a long time. That's what happens when you do that. So I think my recommendation is, after you use, at least clean and wipe and make it dry, and then use it again tomorrow. But this one is just a powder cleaner. I won't even have to use anything. Let my husband do the magic. And yeah, do you remove this one as well?
I just I can remove it.
Once a week, it's okay. Once a month. But just remove it once in a while, okay? The salad bowl, just powder cleaner. You don't use it for cooking. It's stainless steel, so it won't heat up. So you don't need to spend too much time in here. Thank you for bringing those. Let's go to the machine. The machine, how to clean the outside, the main part. I'll just wipe it. Sometimes I use powder cleaner if I'm not happy with the shine. This one you can remove. I put it in my dishwasher. This one you can remove if you really want to give it a good clean. Every part you can remove. This is a suction cup, so it holds no wire grinding. This one you can remove. Give it a good clean if you want once a year. But I just wipe it. The coals, I put it in my dishwasher. I'm a very lazy woman. I'm very busy too.
So do I. My pots and pans as well.
Yeah,
I take off all
me
the
too.
pots. I take off
I don't
all the
wash
pots.
cookware. I put it in my dishwasher.
Yeah.
You know, one of the doctors in Fort Headland who owns Saladmaster, the electric rice, because he has a very good dishwasher, like a big one. Even the electric ones, he just chucks it there. Doesn't mind. Because he's very busy in Port Headland. But me, the electrical, I wash it by hand. The normal cookware, I put it in the dishwasher. I remove all the plastic and the hand. But this one, you can put it as well. This one, I just wipe. And then this one, I put it in the dishwasher. I think, not sure, $25 to $30. You can buy all the parts. Normal wear and tear, that's part of the warranty. I think after 10 years, 15 years, you might need another one. But just in case you need one, I think 25. Too hard. Yeah. So you can remove these ones, you can easily clean. This is a guard, just so you won't hurt yourself. Okay? So later we'll do some cutting, just so I can show you the different types. Okay. So let's go to the Saladmaster machine. Actually, so is there any question about the cleaning? Just so we can move to the cutting. Yes.
Have you ever found that someone has burnt a pot so badly that it can't be salvaged? Does that ever happen?
No.
No.
No. Because I myself, I was telling a story a while ago, when I received my cookware, because I don't cook, my husband is the cook. This is the first cookware we used. This is true story. 2014 March, we bought our set, R17. I'm the type of person, I want to read the manual first, how to use it properly before I even touch it. But he, being very so excited, and he's the one cooking, he cooked something in here. I don't know if you know a food, Filipino community called adobo. It has soy sauce and vinegar and pork and onion. That's it. A very simple dish. So put it all in. The thing with the cookware is you don't smell that it's burning already. Why? Because it's sealed like a pressure cooker. It seals the heat inside. That's why you don't use high heat because, because you can cook it so quick. The thing is, he did not follow the medium click low. He just like anyone else, please get us. Welcome.
Sorry.
That's okay. No problem. So what he did, he used high heat. And because you can't smell, he didn't even realize that it's already burning. And it's all dry. And it's all burnt. This whole thing, you cannot find a silver color. Everything is black. From here up to here. Of course, that kind of burn, it might take some time. It did not, just one go and then, but it just removed using a powder cleaner. But as I said, layer by layer. There's no water, there's not much moisture that just make the burn so bad.
Could you put the white soda and boil it?
Yeah.
Yes.
The first thing you do when you burn something that bad is water and baking soda. And just try to remove whatever you can in a natural way, without any effort. And then you do it again. And vinegar helps as well. Because vinegar is a cleaning agent. Yeah. Cleaning. So then you're not happy, you put the powder, leave it overnight, try to use this that silver and black thing, the
Yes.
scrubber that I showed you. Just $2, it's rough, but it's not making it scratch. So it's very good. That's how I remove the popcorn. But to answer your question, no, I haven't seen any cookware that I cannot cook. Actually, when it comes to the durability of the cookware, I think that was 2015 when there was a big bushfire that happened somewhere in the south, and one of the families, a Saladmaster owner, everything is burned down to ash. But the Saladmaster is still alive. That's how durable it is. But of course, it cannot be reused because it's just pure black. And so we just gave them not a new one, but something we have in the office just to replace. But that's to show you the quality of the material. Any more questions about if this fall off, that's lifetime warranty, unless you drop it. If it's your mistake, unfortunately, it's not covered. But just unfortunately, you're cooking and then it's dropped. How do we know? Of course, we will check. And if we see dent, then you drop it.
Yeah.
There's no dent, it just fall off, it's lifetime. We replace it. Milan. My goodness, Milan. You are a consultant, Milan. How can you make this so dirty like this? It's just oil.
What is this oil?
You're just lazy, Milan. You just wanted to clean it today.
No, they actually went by our video.
Yeah, that's
no
okay.
red one.
It's just cheap, $2.90. Then just put it under the top and then it will just clean. But you have to remove the screw, clean it properly, just so it's clean. Okay? Any more question about the cleaning? No more? We can go to the cutting? Okay, let's go to the cutting. I will give you a brochure with the different ideas of the cut. Actually, inside the box, there's a booklet. I don't know if you've touched the booklet or you've lost it already, but I'll just give you a quick guide of what you can do with it. Just to give you a bit of a tip, on the bottom of the cookware, there's a acronym. What do you call an acronym? Like for this one, number 1 is SH. That's a shredder. Okay? Shredder, the smaller the number, the smaller the cut. Okay? If you look at number 2, that is ST. It's a stringer. A string cut. Yeah? Number 3, it's a FF, French fryer. You buy a big potato, you can make your own cut for the French fries instead of buying a ready cut one, which makes you spend more money. Number 4 is SL. If there's a number there, it's a SL, that's a slicer. So your slice cut, yeah? And WA, it's a waffler. It's a waffle cut for your, what do you call that? Crinkle cut, yeah? Cucumber or potato, crinkle cut potato chips, that's number 5. Now I want to tell you a tip because some people, they don't know what's number 1, what number 2. When I was doing my training, so I bought my set, I just tried the business, part-time, earning extra money. A trainer who is an engineer, Indian guy from Melbourne, came here to train us. There's 11 of us in the batch. All of them are done, and the only one left. Okay, and he taught us a simple tip, how to know which one is number 1, number 2, number 3. I want to share it with you. I don't know if you can comprehend it the way I understood it. For me, it's very helpful. But just so you get something out of me today, number 1 is so easy. Oh, you're gonna record? Okay. Number 1 is so easy. Why? There's hundreds of what do you call that? Holes. Yeah? I don't know if there's hundreds here, but just by the look, there's so many. So for me, it's hundreds. That's number 1. Yeah? When you write number 2, I don't know why you write number 2, but this is how we said it, okay? This is not my own invention. When you write number 2, it's all curves, right? So 2 curves. That's why 2 small curves, that's number 2. Yeah? That's how we said it. When you write number 3, it's like you have a tree. You have a big curve. Yeah? It's like a tree. Number 3. Number 4, when you write number 4, everything is straight. Right? Everything is straight. So everything is straight. That's number 4. How you write number 5 is one straight line, and one curved line, and curve. So one straight and one curve. That's number 5. Can you do it now? Let's do a test. It makes sense.
Makes sense.
It helped me after he did the training. Maybe I did not explain it the way he explained, but that's the best I can do. But after he did that, it's just so easy for me. Just with the look, I can tell. Now let me do a test for you.
3, 4.
Even if you just remember the 4, it's easy to remember the last one. Yeah? So that's just a simple tip. But as I said, practice makes perfect. So what you need to do is just keep on using it. So let me, who has, maybe I should just ask you, what is the problem with the cutting? What vegetable? You said onion, right?
Onion, yeah, and garlic.
And garlic. Okay, any more? But I think, normally we do cooking class. For March, I just opt to do this one. It's your request, right, to do the cutting session. And I noticed some people, the cleaning is the challenge. That's why I thought of no cooking class for March, or I'll just do this. But because there's no food, let's make a salad first before I answer all those cutting. I need your help. Let's make a broccoli and what do you call that? Broccoli apple salad. Okay? Who wants to do that? Let's just give it a try. All of us probably. I have a gloves here. So when you are cutting, probably one person can try one vegetable and then we can go from there. Let me just get a bowl. Let's do a broccoli. Do you know you can cut your broccoli here? Do you cut your broccoli? Oh no? Okay, now let's try. I'll just use the wok.
And I cut one finger one day, not very badly.
Did you bring it? Okay. The only way you can cut your finger or your hand is if you touch the edge.
Yeah.
So my tip is always hand like this. Always. So when you put it, you hold like this. And then you fit that middle part hole in there. Clockwise to put, anti-clockwise to remove. And then during cutting, you don't need to worry the inside nor the outside. Because it's safe, just don't touch the edge. If you do like this and then you cut, then you can be cut. As I said, you have to use it properly, okay? If the vegetable is too small already, you can hold it, then that's the time you put it in. Okay? So that's my simple tip, just avoid the edge. Did I cut myself as well? Yes, in the beginning. I was doing my cutting. As I said, practice makes perfect. The more you do it, the more it gets easier and easier. When you watch me now, it looks so easy. It's because I cut so many. So when I got my Saladmaster machine, just to tell you a story, I bought, as I said, 4 kilo of potato, the cheapest one. 4 kilo of carrot, the cheapest one. Those that use for juicing. It's very cheap, $2, $4. And then I just practice different cuts, one, and just see what it can do. And that's how you gain the confidence of using it. Okay? So again, back to my salad. Let me just. We'll do the who wants to volunteer for the broccoli first. Let's cut broccoli. Come on. I'll give you a broccoli here. Using photo number 4. Please cut. And then another batch to do the. So hold one broccoli over there. And then just try to do this push on the edge. Hold number 4, cut. Go all straight. And then you just do this. I'll do the initial part. Yeah, we'll do 3 batches of salad. You have to put a little bit of pressure. Yeah. Or if it's too big, you can cut it in half before you cut it if you want to. And later you can actually hold it up and put it inside there. Now the next thing we have to do, thank you so much ladies. Can we give it a hand to this lady? cauliflower is the same. Okay? But with cauliflower, you can actually cut it a bit small. Cone number 2. So later I'll show you. Let's try to eat something first. I'm hungry already. So I'll eat something. Alright, another volunteer. Apple. Apple. Let's do cone number 2. Cone number 2, both small curves.
Cauliflower is number 4.
Yeah. Cauliflower you can do number 2 if I'm making cauliflower fried rice. I want it like a rice cut, small, you call number 2. So you can experiment there.
Cauliflower fried rice.
Yeah. So you don't put rice, you just put, that is a fried rice without rice. But with cauliflower. You can find the recipe as well, I think, in YouTube.
So you can buy cauliflower rice in the supermarket.
Yeah, ready one? No, I don't like frozen one. I prefer the one that is like fresh. Okay, go number 2. I'll give you apple. You can use green apple or red apple. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then probably I'll do the first one. So with the apple, I'll cut it like this. That's a stringer. So go number 2. Yeah. And then once you get to the core, just move the apple around just so you won't get the inside. Are you ready? Please put it out of the box.
Mine's on my counter.
Yes, it's in my counter all the time.
The only time I take it off is when I touch the remover.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Well done. Very good, very good. Thank you. If you are holding this core, you can hold it like that, and then you can still remove some. You can get some as well. Yes. So you hold it like that, it's gonna be easier. Okay, next. Thank you so much, ladies. Another set of volunteers. Let's put zucchini.
Yes.
That's easy. Come on. Leave them just at it. Otherwise it won't taste good. All of this that you can see, we'll just cut it. But this one will make a salad. Yeah? Just move your hand away from the edge. Like what he's doing. This is perfect. Yeah. That's kind of chunkier. This is the French fryer. So French fries cut. Very good. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Well done. Thank you so much. Now, for the last part, let's put walnuts. So I think he will do the easiest way because he's just putting it inside the pipe. I don't know why, but I like touching the things and then cut it. So you can just put it inside.
Confidence.
So same with the garlic. If I'm going to cut garlic, peeled garlic, I'll just hold it like this and then just do it like that.
That's cut because you're not touching the cutter.
So I'm just not moving my hand. I'm just
Yeah.
keeping it like that. The garlic. Sorry, which one? The garlic. So you also mince. I'm showing you with the skin. Later. Or as I said, the short term. We're going to do it there. Sometimes I see some less big cuts there. So I just want to hold it. It's easier for me if I just hold it. At least I can touch it.
Maybe I'll do nuts. I can try to do nuts.
Can you do it there? Yeah, put it on, but the thing is sometimes there's some big part that's stuck in there. That's why I prefer holding it. And if there's still some big bits there, I'll just hold it. Just so I can... Okay. To remove those things in the inside, just while you're rotating, just put your hand there. Okay? Just so you can remove. It's Same, don't worry. When you remove, you hold it here, anti-clockwise. Easy. Yeah? Very good. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. And then for the dressing, you can use any dressing. Today I'm going to mix mayonnaise. I know that. Oh, sorry, I forgot the cheese. Milan, can you please get the cheese? I got some balsamic dressing, mayonnaise, and ranch dressing. Sorry, a bit fat, not healthy, but it's nice. But on a different day, you can just be natural and just orange and lemon juice. But today, let's make it be more fancy. Because in the demo, we always show you the orange and lemon, it's done. So how about today? Let's do it like with a dressing. Not bad once in a while. So, let's do the cheese. Probably I'll ask someone. Melody, can you please ask yourself? Just mix them. Me, I'm not particular with the measurement. Just roughly the same amount for this week. Then we mix it. And then we can just put it in the salad. Or at least mix it with the salad. Add a little bit of pepper, black pepper, brown.
And if you don't like it, don't blame me.
If it doesn't taste good, it's your fault.
Not your fault.
No, it's your
I'm sorry now.
Actually, if you are okay with bacon, you can also fry bacon and then just add. Oh, number one, please. Someone has to try the cheese over there. I'll do it here because I want to show you different cuts of the cheese. I'll wait for Jenny to prepare some. Okay, with the cheese, you can do 3 cuts. You can do cone number 1, which is the finest. You can do cone number 2, which is a bit bigger, the one you buy from the shop, the shredded cheese. Or you can use cone number 4, which is the slicer for your sandwiches. Let's do the 3 cuts today. Cone number 1 first. For this particular salad, I want cone number 1, which is like that. Depends on your strength. I've seen some people, they're very soft-handed. So when you cut it, it's like so, fine, yeah? But if I do it myself with my normal strength, and you put a little bit of pressure, it becomes bigger. Yeah? Like what Jenny, I can tell the hand is, so the pressure is there. Because it's very big. It depends how you want it, okay? I'll show you cone number 2. Same, you just do it like that. Now let's use cone number 2. There's still some apple, but it's okay.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Oh, what is
Yes.
that?
So I did it wrong.
Do it this way probably.
Yes.
Alright, now let's do cone number 2, which is a bit bigger. That's what you buy from the shop. Exactly what you buy from the shop. Why would you buy an expensive, double the price shredded cheese when you can buy a block cheese and shred it yourself? Put it in Ziploc plastic, put it in the freezer. You want pizza, lasagna, it's ready, okay? Now let's do, although it's not ideal for this, I'll still use cone number 4. Just so, it should be just 1, but just to show you the different cuts. Okay, cone number 4 is the slicer. So I prefer to use this side. Cone number 4 is the slicer. So you can do a slice cut. Yeah? So that's for you. Of course, you need a big one if you want a big slice. But that's how you do it, cone number 4. And then you just do it like that. Just straight. Yeah? That's my salad. Easy. Now for the dressing, I'm not so particular about the measurement, how many. For me, I just put the same amount. If it's 1 tablespoon of this, 1 tablespoon of everything. I'm easy, I'm not so fussy. It depends on your taste. Have a taste, you're happy with it. Balsamic, mayonnaise, and ranch dressing. And you just spread it here, toss it, that's done. So I think for this afternoon, that's my food for you. I did not cook anything today, but just to thank you so much, Mel. Is that enough? Yeah, I think so. Maybe you can please help me just on the 3 batch. If it's not enough, then we can make another batch.
Yeah.
And then we'll mix it first. I want you to eat something while I'm explaining some more cuts. And I hope by the end of the day you learn more and you can use it more because it's a very good tool in the kitchen, but most people are underutilizing the use of the Saladmaster machine. And if you have friends, you know, who has this, they're not using, please help them.
Cleaning and cutting and how to make salad. Right.
I learned something new today to mix different sauces. I was going to teach you that.
YouTube is the best way to learn recipe because you can see. I actually created something especially for my dealership, IC Marketing. It's called Saladmaster Perth. And I did that because whatever we cook in the demo, sometimes it's hard for you to follow, to repeat. And you will be messaging from Salad, and normally we are busy cooking, but we cannot answer right away. So in the digital world, we have to maximize the use of technology. And so I created Saladmaster Perth. The first 13 recipes there are what we cook in the demo. Simple. The cake, the fried chicken, the vegetable, the cake, the salad, everything, the fish, all the simple things we cook. And then to follow are some of the extra dishes we cook in the demo, like pasta, curry, green Thai curry, noodles, tom yum noodles. Those are simple things we cook in the demo. And then we add some more as we go on. So that's good cook, but
How do you get that sign up?
oh, you don't need to sign up. You can just go to YouTube and just type Saladmaster Perth. But if you want to subscribe, so that every time I post something, you get a notification, then you have to subscribe.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can just do it as you go to YouTube and just Saladmaster Perth. That's so easy to remember. I think it's ready. Please, guys, have some salad before I continue so that you having something while I'm talking. Otherwise, you'll be hungry. And I'll eat something. I hope you like the salad. Very simple. Okay. The next thing I want to do is I want to make you a fruit salad. I won't be putting too many fruits. I just want to show you different cuts as well. How to mix it. So I know some of you've seen it already. I'll just repeat it again, just in case you forgot. You can remove the top bit. And cut the rock melon like this, just so it can fit your hand like a moon shape. And then you can do like this. So while you're cutting, you're pressing like this one, just so it's evenly cut. Yeah.
So it actually skins it as well at
Yeah.
the same time.
Yeah, like that, okay? So the stringer, and if you remove the top, it makes it longer cut rather than with this in here. So it's just some of the options that you can do. You can do this with pumpkin, you can do this with zucchini. Maybe one more. So, in my country, we just put condensed milk and we make a dessert. It's a tropical country, so rock melon is very popular in my country. But they use a metal thing to scrape, which it rusts in the long run, so hard to clean. But here you can just, again, while you're rotating this, just keep on pressing and it will cut it silky. Okay? And then for the apple, so any fruit you can use. Pear, strawberry, cone number 4, any fruit actually you can put in here. But just for today, because we're just basically teaching you. I'll just cut the apple using different cuts, just so you can see the different cuts. So this is the apple, same fruit, but just different cuts. So this is cone number 4. If you want, your kids are watching TV, you don't want to give chips, Give them apple, like this. They thought it's chips. They're watching very busy, they just eat. They don't worry what you give it.
Yeah.
It's not there, yeah? And then, you can do hole number 5, which is a critical cut, which is like this. See? So you can do that with your potato to make potato chips. I won't do hole number 1 with apple, just because the juice will just come out. It's just too tiny. I would use hole number 3. It's still good. Come to your cut. So this is the number 3 cut for apple, which is like this. As I said, I want to know the most nutritious part in the vegetable of the ground, above the ground is the core. So I want to take as much as I can. And then, what else we have to use? Core number 2. So these are the different cuts using the same tool. Core number 2 is the stringer again. This is the tiniest that you can do an apple. So I think where most people are not doing right is they don't put pressure. They just put the hand like that and just wait for the machine to cut. You have to put a little bit of pressure there. Okay, and then for the dressing, this time I won't add mayonnaise. If it's in the Philippines, there's mayonnaise, condensed milk, because we're into sweets. But today, let's just use orange juice, because that's unhealthy, too much fat. Let's do the healthy one. Only orange juice. So for number 1, to get the juice, I remove the top bit just so I can do it like this. And then you just, I don't know how to say it in English, but you just prevent it from going there. So you just put a little bit of, maybe it can help you now. How do I say it in English? Like you're pushing it, you're pulling it a little bit here, backwards, yeah. Just so it won't go. The other tip, this thumb, you put it here, just so your hand, it's like preventing from going inside. So my thumb is actually
Beautiful.
don't worry, it's durable. I've dropped it so many times. So the thumb should be in here while you're cutting. And it will prevent your finger from going inside when you're cutting something and holding something. So I'll just put all this orange here. So I'm actually putting my thumb there just so I can get everything. So you can make orange juice using this machine. Of course, you have to remove all the seeds. I think I forgot to remove the seeds. Some doesn't have seeds, but new one. This machine, you don't need to sharpen. The more you use, the more it's getting sharp. But if you don't use, I don't think it will keep sharp. Like anything. Don't use, even your skill. Don't use it, you lose it. So whatever you don't use, you lose. So better use your machine. It will just sharpen itself because it's rotating. Knife is just one angle. That's why you use it uses the sharp. That's why you have to sharpen it every once in a while. Wow. But this one, the more you use, this is 6-year-old machine English benchtop. We do open house. We use it every Tuesday. Every month there's a cooking class. In our demo, consultants borrowed it. Consultants from other states come here, they borrowed this one. So a lot of people are using this. But it's still sharp as it was the first time. So you can put lemon, orange, up to you.
Did you say the knives go black today?
Yeah, that's why you need to sharpen it once in a while.
Where do you get the one?
I think it comes with the knife set. Do you have the knife set?
No, just one knife.
Oh, you can host a party and get the complete knife set. It comes with that.
Right.
Hosting is the key. Just host a lot of parties. Okay, you have another meal, which is a simple fruit salad just rock melon and apple. The orange will help prevent the oxidation from the apple, so it won't get brown. Oh, you can put so many here. Pear, grapes. You don't need to cut the grapes. Just put it straight there. Strawberries. I will use cone number 4. Okay, please feel free to get some fruit salad for today. This is part of the bakeware. I don't know if you know that bakeware comes with 6 pieces of good quality stainless steel tray that you can put in the oven. Okay? This is one of them. So you just host a party, you get the 6 pieces bakeware. So how do you do the cauliflower? Very simple. Just hold it here. Use cone number 2. This is like your replacement for your rice. So those parts you can just put it inside. But as I said, I want folding it here. And then you see it's like rice, grains of rice there. And that's what I'm going to do with my cauliflower fried rice. Which is a fried rice without rice. And then you just add some sesame oil and garlic. And I can find the recipe on YouTube. It's easy. Just type cauliflower fried rice. Type Saladmaster in the front. Saladmaster website will give you a lot of recipes too. Recipes.saladmaster.com. You choose which one. You choose the equipment. For example, I want to use my MP5, my rice cooker. Then you can select what dish you can cook in there. You can search it in such a way that it's based on community. I want to know an African dish. And it's by community. It depends by utensils, by community, by type of food like vegetarian, more meat, dessert. So you can do so many searches in there.
And the actual recipes,
Yeah, they have recipes. The only thing, not all has videos. That's why I prefer YouTube, because I can clearly see. So yeah, this is how I'm going to cook my fried rice. So the next step I want to do is, if you want to, I know in the demo we show this, but some consultants don't show this one. So I want to show you the pumpkin. Yes. We normally do it in our demo. We put it in our coleslaw, our salad. But some consultants, maybe, I don't know, they forgot to put or something. So I'll just show you. Let me just wash my... Code number 1, aside from shredder, it's also a mincer. You can mince your garlic, you can mince your ginger. I'll show it to you. Let's do the pumpkin first. Code number 1. When I make salad, different consultants, sometimes they use cone 1. Me, I use cone 1. But some use cone 2 because they like it bigger. It's up to you. But cone 1 and 2 you can do. What you do, you cut it in such a way that it will fit the inside of this, which is like this. It's a butternut pumpkin. And you keep on pushing, pushing, pushing. And then once it's like halfway through there, you can just push. And then the peel will just come out. Like that. Pumpkin soup. Baby food. Those with babies, do this. Use our mister, you know, with like a steamer. Put water there, and then you mash it after. It's good for babies. Without anything, just pure pumpkin. You can do the same with potato. Any vegetable actually that you want to mash. Instead of, I'm so sorry with babies, the mothers are feeding the ready-made ones. And then the mothers are putting in the microwave.
Yeah.
Just imagine, in a plastic container. Oh, I feel so sorry about the children. I don't know. Everything now is convenience. They trade health just to make that convenience and just enough to feed the baby. But how much nutrition can you get when you put it in the microwave? And you can just do it so easy here. Anyway. What else? How to mince. I'll show you code number 1. So this is the pumpkin. I normally mince my garlic or ginger. I don't know if I can mince it properly. This is like a garlic here, but it's been there for a while. It's a bit soft. I like it when it's really firm and fresh. So how I do my garlic? So what I did, I removed the outer layer of this and then wash it properly. Some people are not happy with this kind of cut, but it's up to you. If you're so busy, I'll just hold it like this on the side, and then I'll start cutting. And then the inside is what I want. This is my meal, sorry, it's still dirty, but that's my minced garlic. Okay. So the other one is a ginger. So ginger is grown under the ground, so I don't peel it. I'll wash it and brush it properly, remove all the parts I don't want. But I'll just cut it like that. And just the same, I'll do it like this. And then you can use the cup number 4. So that's my minced ginger. Just a small less. And I like it because the juice is not coming out. If the juice is coming out, I'm not happy. I use a bigger one. Because the juice is the healthiest part. If you're removing the juice, it's not good. Okay? Okay, what else do we have here? Celery. So that's number 1. Shredder, mincer. I want to show you the phone number. What's up, Ina? You're sleeping already. Alright, phone number 4. Oh, let me put this away. Let me show you phone number 4. This is for our celery. So, phone number 4 or number 2. Celery, there's a string. Some people remove it manually because it's very bitter. The inner part is the sweet part. But if you don't want the string, you can cut it using phone number 4. And then it will just, then the string is actually cut and removed. Or if you want, so this is how it looks like. A bit bigger. Slice cut, number 4. If I want to do a small, actually in my cake, during my demo, our demo, we normally use celery for the cake. We use phone number 1. Don't worry, I'll give it back to you. That's for us. That is the one here segregating it. Alright, so phone number 1 is the smallest. This is what I use for the cake. Very tiny. You remove the string. Because if you put this in the cake with the string, then the kids can taste it. However, if you do it like this small, you put it in the cake, especially in a chocolate cake, and they cannot taste it. So, or phone number 2. So this is the smallest part. As you can see, no juice again. It's coming out. So I'm happy. Here's juice. I use phone number 2. So what you do, the string should be facing here. Otherwise, if you do it like that, the string will still be there. Some people, they want the string. That's fiber. You need it. But some people, they're not happy with the fiber. They remove it. So this is phone number 2, which is quite bigger. So this is saying you can remove the string there. So instead of removing it manually. So that's it's a bigger, I don't know if you can recognize, but just quite bigger cut than the number 1. It's like this is for number 1. This is kind of bigger. You can also do, let me try, phone number 3.
Johnny, you start time.
Let's try phone number 3. This experiment. Chunky one, like this. What else? Cabbage. When people cut cabbage, the common mistake that I can see is, I'll feed this to my chicken. I have 2 laying chicken. Alright, let's use go number 4. Cabbage depends. If I'm making coleslaw, I'll use go number 3 because it's smaller. I want for my noodles, Filipino we like noodles, I'll use go number 4 or 5. So the bigger the number, the longer the cut. So let's say you want to make coleslaw, I'll use go number 3. The common mistake people do is they do it like this. That's wrong. The easiest way is the core facing up. Yeah? And then you do it like this, and then you can cut it so you keep the core to the end. If you cut it first, then it will loosen.
Yes,
Cut
it
it.
is.
So it will be very hard to cut. But if you just cut everything and leave it the last, that would be the easiest. So that is cone number 3 for the cabbage. Coleslaw. But I want bigger, longer for my noodles. I'll use cone number 4. Same, the core facing up. This is perfect for my noodles. That's a longer cut. So I'm happy. Now some people they wanted cone number 5, which is okay too for your noodles. Red cabbage, green cabbage is just the same. So again, core facing up, hold here, put a little bit of pressure. This one like a bit of curve. This is a very design on the cabbage. So that's how you do with your noodles. When you cook cabbage, I don't know if you realize in Saladmaster it doesn't smell. When you use it in other cookware, especially if it's a high heat, it smells and it shrinks. In Saladmaster, you maintain the volume and it doesn't smell in the house because we use a very low temperature. That's why you have to use the cookware the way it's been manufactured, so you can maximize the benefit. Otherwise, you don't use it properly, then you feel like there's no difference in the ordinary cookware. The other thing I want to show you is if you want to make spaghetti, but you want to be a bit healthy, you know how they do the zoodles or spaghetti noodles using a zucchini or pumpkin? So again, you remove the top lid. It's good if you don't cut it. I'm going to do this. But the longer, the better, because you can just hold it like this. You remove it so that it's going to be a spiral longer cut. See? This can be your spaghetti for your spaghetti. Instead of putting the pasta, which is very starchy, so you do the same with your pumpkin. So just do it like that. I remove the top just so it's longer, otherwise do it. Otherwise it's gonna be shorter. And it's longer if it's like without this. And then just the same with the rock melon, you just keep on pressing while you're cutting. So those are some of the things you can do. The other things that most people are not aware, you can cut your capsicum. When I cut my capsicum, I use phone number 4. Don't worry, everything, that's why it's recorded now. I'm going to make a YouTube video of all the cut I told you today, like a compilation, because I know when you leave today, you forgot about everything I said. That's why our director, Rina, thank you so much, Rina. I just told her just very recently, a 1 hour notice. I just thought of, no, people will forget about this. People cannot come. Some people, because of the corona thing, they don't want to go to a big event like this. I just thought of putting it in social media just so people can still see and be aware. Okay, let me, what I'm going to do. Capsicum. I have some more here. I have capsicum. I have onion. Sorry.
What number was that one?
Number 2. String. You want the string cut? That's 2. You can see at the bottom ST.
So when you say that you can use that as your noodles, like a spaghetti,
Yeah.
so you make your sauce and
Yeah. Just make your sauce as normal. And instead of making but you don't cook it. You just eat it fresh. Otherwise, it's gonna be very soggy, not good. And very watery, not good. So your sauce is here, and this is here, and then when you eat it, you just mix it as you eat it. Okay. crucial part, it has to be fresh. Soft capsicum, you cannot cut it here. It has to be a bit firm and fresh, of course. Who wants a not fresh capsicum? So this is a code number 4, the slicer, where I'm using it for my pizza, this kind of cut. Some people use a chunkier cut, which is, so as it goes near the edge, actually the more you use it, the more you have control of it. I can see some of you, as you use it, you're like very scared because you haven't used it that much. It's like my best friend, so I'm so comfortable with this. That's why I use it more. Code number 3, let's try. A more chunkier cut. Smaller. Like this.
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, that's my capsicum. Let me show you. There's something I want to show you. Mushroom. So we show it as well during the demo, but some people are forgetting that you can cut your mushroom. I just need cone number 4. I want the slice cut. Okay, with a mushroom, what do? You just buy a, I don't know to you, but I prefer button mushroom. I want to cut it myself. So it's so moist and it's still fresh, rather than buying a ready cut mushroom. So there's 2 ways to do it. I'll start with the lazy way. The lazy way, you just put it inside and you push. Yeah? That is the lazy way. But as I said to you, when I cut, I want to hold it just so I can feel it. I know when it's done. And then you just do it like that. That's the slice cut.
Beautiful.
And it's so moist, it's so fresh. That's how I want my mushroom. So I don't know what you want, dish you want for this. I normally put this in my pizza and in my pasta. Let's go number 4. Move it. Especially it comes off. Like this. The more dry, the better. Otherwise it keeps on moving. Anyway, carrots, you can remove this. Use cone number 2 as well. And they're the same. You can do like this. And it's longer, but like a spiral cut, and you keep on pressing and pushing like this.
And pulling back.
Those are some of the things. Baby food as well. You can do this with carrots. Okay. What else? Mushroom, I already finished. Let's go to the last one, I think. Oh, the potato. So let's show the potato. The advantage of the old style is you can put it upside down like this and it holds something. But Saladmaster changed it. The reason why it's not safe is some people put hot food there. Like you can put your cooker on top of this. But if it's just been cooked and so hot, then it's not safe. So safety-wise, they replace it with this kind of knob. I mean, it wouldn't allow it. It's for safety reasons. But me, I prefer the old one, because I can use it for cutting like a container. Okay, so let's look up and this is what I'm saying. If you are having a hard time using the machine, and you want to have a good practice with your machine, I would buy a potato, which is the cheapest vegetable that I can experiment all the cut. And I just want all the cones to be here. This is worth $640. Could you imagine? $640. You know, those people who know the value, they know the value. Why? Because their parents has been using it for 15 years. I went to an agricultural show in Lowry. There's about 20 families who approached and noticed this. Oh, my mom has been using it for 20 years, 30 years. There's one who's using it for 50 years.
Yeah.
So when we say this price, 640, doesn't bother them. Someone just give us 640, buy 2, give me 2. They don't mind because they see the value. What I'm saying, you as a customer, you just need to host 2 couples. It's all we ask, and you get this for free. So, and when you have it, use it because it's very useful. And get the phone number. Alright, let's do the potato, and I'll use the different cuts just so you can see see what you can do with it. And this is what I will suggest to you. Buy 4 kilo of potato when you get home, pull out your machine, and just practice cutting. Big volume. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, let's do the onion as the last part. How number 1? I put that in my cake. I put a little bit. When we make the chocolate cake, there will be some leftover big part. I'll put that away. And just so you can see the different cuts, I'll put it here. Because I think that's the best way to identify how it differs. Okay? When I make mashed potato, I'll cut like this. And then I'll use my mister, you know, the one with the insert. And then I'll just put water at the bottom, put the potato on the top, and then put some cheese after. No milk, no butter. Number 2 cone. And then just mash it. Cone number 2, you can do this as well with your mashed potato. Then you mash it after. Up to you. That's the strainer cut. Again, cut like that. Maybe some left over there. And that's cone number 2. Bigger, getting bigger now. Let's go to the chunkier one. Cone number 3. That's what they call the French fryer. That's why they call it the French fryer. Instead of buying a ready cut one, you can actually do it yourself. Saves you money. Double the price if you buy a ready cut one. And of course, if you want the slice cut, if you want to make scallop potato, the one that we're using in the demo, or baked potato, some people would call this. That's the slice. Again, put a little bit of pressure. Cone number 4. This is the slice. And just in case you've forgotten, you don't peel the potato when you cook it. Just brush it and wash it. Because the most delicious part, as you can see, the darkest part is just near the skin. So don't peel, just wash and brush everything that is grown under the ground. That's number 4. And then let me show you number 5, which is the crinkle cut. On your crinkle cut potato chips. How easy is that? Quick, easy, simple, if you know how to use it properly. And then you can cut. Congratulations. Try one more.
How would you put them in the chips? Why is it because like
Because he had it the other way.
It's the pressure that you are putting. It's like it's that even. Some people, they prefer to put it inside. Try putting it inside. Like a little bit of an experiment. We're very observant. Sometimes I just do it unconsciously. It's good that you are observing. But how do you cook it? There's a video in YouTube as well. Potato chips in Saladmaster.
Yes.
And then you can see how they do it. They put a little bit of oil spray. And then the good recipe that I got from you is called minced beef casserole, which is a minced beef with the potato and mushroom sauce. It's in the welcome email you received with the recipe book. When you got your set, we send an email, a welcome email. In that email, it's a recipe book. And then it says a recipe, it's called,
I didn't get the email.
if you did not receive an email, can you please put your email in your attendance sheet and we will send it to you. Otherwise, you can look at your email maybe in the junk. If your email doesn't recognize it, you just put it in junk. But it's called minced beef casserole. I really like that recipe because I like mushroom. But you cut it using code number 5. Okay? So those are the different cuts. I'll put it here just so you can see later a bit closer. Okay, let me just continue. Are you learning something today?
Yes.
Plenty.
Thank you. That's my only goal, for you to learn something today. Sometimes I don't know what you don't know. It's hard for me to identify what should I teach you. I just thought of just teaching everything. Onion. With onion, at home, I still prefer to peel it and then just cut it. But in YouTube, I've seen some dealers, especially in America, they show some techniques how to cut. And the techniques, I want to show you. I'm not so good, but let's try together. Remove both ends of the onion. And then you cut it lengthwise, like this. And what you need to avoid is the peeling, because we are lazy, we're very busy. So we try to avoid the peeling, and so some people, they remove, it's easy for them, so they just do it like this.
Slice one.
Let's go number 4, which is, the cut is like this. Or you can do a small cut, which I'm going to do with the next one. Go number 4, R2, smaller. Let's do it here.
Is that right? And I can.
So you can actually, there's a bit of, you can use your knife if you want to still cut this one. But still most of the part are being cut. And this is how small for your stir fries, I think. So, but as I said, sometimes I just want to cut it, remove and peel it. Sometimes I buy a peeled one. If I'm in a hurry. But the different cuts you can do with this one. So that technique is if you don't want to peel it. Now you want the machine to peel on its own. That's you remove the top, both ends, and then you cut it in half lengthwise. And then use cone form 2 or 4. This is cone number 2. You use cone same. You have like this. That's a small cut. Or you can do the 4. Actually, even the 5. I always want to use the hard part. I won't do like this. I will do the hard part. Let's say bigger, cone number 5, with a bit of a design. Crinkle. Now I'm trying. Because the music so lonely. Because of the onion. I'm very sensitive with onion. So yeah. Do you want to try the onion? But it's really, I don't want you to cry, otherwise everyone will be crying today. So it's just practice and pressure. I think that's where you got it wrong. You don't put pressure and you don't practice. That's why you're very scared.
They say if you put your onion in the fridge and then do it, you don't cry.
Well, you
I don't know what's
put it in the freezer for 15 minutes.
Oh, freezer.
And that freezes the juices, and then you can do what you like with it.
Oh.
But will you be able to grate it?
That's the first time I've heard it. Thank you. So you put a peeled onion in the freezer for 15
cut it
minutes.
down the middle as well.
I'll cut
In
it.
the freezer,
And
yeah.
I put in the freezer
For about
15 minutes. And then when you cut it, the juice is like frozen, so you don't cry.
Yeah. But
Someone told me put a salt in the olden days. Put a salt here while you're cutting. I don't know why, but they said you won't cry. And I still cry.
Yeah, I got told slice of bread in your mouth.
There's so many. There's so many good things.
The freezer does work.
The freezer
does work.
Just with the
Because I put
Like how with the machine works with the frozen.
we didn't. I'm gonna try
I
it.
use it all the time.
What
With the machine, a frozen onion.
No, I haven't done it with the machine, but for years I've been doing this. since
Okay.
I've been
And you don't cry.
No, because I've had 2 or 4 onions at once to make a curry. You need a
Oh,
lot of onions to make
okay.
a curry.
What works, Jenny?
So put it in
What
the freezer.
Put it in the freezer.
Oh, the
Onion.
Yes.
Cut it in half.
Yep.
Peel it, cut it in half. Put it in the freezer 15 minutes before you cut it for your cooking.
But just take them out as you need them. Don't take them out all at once or they'll learn.
Yeah. Oh, just with the carrots, I think this is the only cut I'm showing you with the carrots. But you can do other cuts like cone number 5. In our community, we have what we call chop suey, which is a mixed vegetable dish. And we normally cut the veggies with a bit of a design like this. So it's a number 5 waffler cut for your carrots. And also, I know some people, they have babies, so you can do cone number 1, 2, and cone number 3, a chunkier cut. So just the same with the others. What else? I think that's about it. Everything I prepared, I think I cut. Just want to be sure. Okay, that's it. Do you have any questions or clarification? No problem. Thank you so much. I hope you learned something. Actually, we're about to finish as well. So, just as the last part, thank you so much. Again, the limited edition cookware, which is called 4-quart mini Dutch, is available for hosting. All of you are owners. The only way to get it is by hosting a party. $1,800 of value. You don't need to buy. 2 couples is all we ask. My only request when you invite people, please help us to get the right people. Because the right people are those who are cooking, of course, and those who are health conscious. You bring us someone who don't cook, they will just sleep in our demo. You bring us someone who doesn't care about their health, but they're more on, I don't know, alcohol, or they don't mind spending money. There's nothing wrong with it, it's their own choice. What I'm saying, when you invite, please help us to get the right people in front of us, just so we can help each other. That we bring us the right people, we help you get the gift as well. Okay? So if there's any, I think we have a group photo, just a quick picture with everyone, and then that's the end of the day. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you learned something. Watch out, please subscribe on YouTube just so when it comes out. I don't know, because she has to edit it and put some, graphics there to make it more, I want it short. I don't want a long video. 2 minutes, 3 minutes is okay for me. So she has to do some editing. It might take 3-4 weeks, I don't know. But it's important that you subscribe so when it comes out, you get a notification. Okay? So let's have a quick thank you to my husband too for cleaning your cookware and doing a great job in the customer service part.